Hello everyone, it's me again. Might be wondering why I haven't posted in a while. That was because I was planning on seeing this. Of course, I was going to watch this opening night or whatever, or at least the first showing, but my parents don't really get paid at around that time on Thursdays, so had to reschedule. We had to reschedule them on Friday, which isn't that bad. I mean, then again, it kind of is because I kind of missed out on the merch, which is basically one of the only reasons why I wanted to go and see this movie, so I can get the merch. Was there merch? I don't know. But anyways, I just want to go and get the merch so I can just sell it online in the future like any other person would. So anyways, before I get into the plot, I just want to say a few things before I get into the plot. One of them being the character designs and shit. I really like how they did them. They're pretty good. I liked Foxy the most because he was the only animatronic character, and he looks kind of good. He moves pretty good. And of course, not as good. But I mean, no, not actually. He was pretty good, actually. Yeah, no, I liked him. I really liked him. I really like how their eyes glow and shit. And, overall, yeah, I just like their designs. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. Live, actual versions of lifelike versions of the characters or whatever. So yeah, another thing is I guess the plots. Plot is alright. It's pretty good. It kind of follows the same line as the movie does, except with there being Vanessa in it now, which I guess is an alright change. But I mean, she isn't really painted as like the bad guy or anything. I mean, yeah, she was trying to help William, but all that. But I mean, all that shit. Oh, also, before I go further, spoiler warning. I know it's too late for that, but I mean, at least I said it. Now on to the plots. I'm not gonna make this very long. It's just gonna be like a sort of brief, thing on the plot. But I'm gonna talk about the crucial parts and stuff, or at least most of the crucial parts, because I don't know. It's a movie review, I guess. I guess I'm getting my review. Anyways, I'm just gonna talk about the start of the movie, some things about the movie, and the ending, of course. Anyways, let's do that. So basically, the beginning of the movie, I like the start. It creeped me out, of course. And basically, the opening, a security guard, is trying to survive the night. Animatronics are trying to kill them, of course. And at the end of that, he ends up getting stuffed inside the suit, which is more terrifying because they now introduce saws into the suit, which, of course, I don't like having my face sawed. I just don't like that. I just don't want to imagine the imagery of that. It's just, I don't know. Anyways, after the opening credits and shit, we cut to a guy named Mike, which is Michael Apton, I'm assuming, chatting with his coworker. And he works at a mall, or he used to before he got fired. And basically, how he got fired was he saw a kid presumably get kidnapped, or what he thought was getting kidnapped. So he ran after the guy trying to take the kid. Sorry about that. Anyways, he ran after the guy trying to take the kid, tackled him to a fountain, and started pummeling him. But it turns out it was actually the kid's father, and he just got himself fired for a misunderstanding. And the reason why he fucking just beat the crap out of that guy was not only because he thought the kid was being kidnapped, but he kind of went through the same thing, or saw the same thing happen where his brother got kidnapped. Wyatt or whatever. Garrett, his younger brother got kidnapped. And yeah, that happens. Of course, he was kidnapped by William Afton, but doesn't really talk about that, I guess, till later on in the movie. Anyways, after that happens, He ends up having to need to find a new job, so his boss, William Afton, surprise, surprise, ends up offering him a job, which at first he doesn't take because he doesn't do night shifts, but he ends up having to take it because he has to take care of his little sister named Abby, which is kind of a, weirdo, I guess. Usually she just stays in her room, draws her friends and shit, which are actually the dead children and all that, but I'm not going to go into that right now. I'm just going to talk about the plot. So anyways, yeah, he ends up taking the job at Fazbear's because of course he ends up falling asleep, which the thing about his dreams is that he keeps having to relive the same fucking thing, the same goddamn event where his brother got snatched up by William and driven away. But anyways, the different thing about this time though is that the ghost children are there, and he ends up running, trying to ask them who took his brother, but they end up trying to run away. But of course he catches up to one of them, and the Foxy one, the one that's possessing Foxy, slashes him, which is actually Foxy slashing Michael in the real world. And something, a few jump scares later, we cut to hold on a second. Anyways, a few jump scares later and all that, something about Abby being able to talk to them, because of course I'm just gonna skip to the end because you see the time, I can't even really record 12-minute videos, so yeah, let's just skip to the fucking end already. The other stuff isn't really that interesting anyways. At the end, William Afton, of course, reveals himself in the Spring Bonnie suit, and he was going to kill him, but of course Vanessa stops him, at least tries to, which I'm pretty sure works, but ends up getting herself stabbed in the process by her own father. Oh yeah, Vanessa is the daughter of William, by the way, in this movie, because of course. Anyways, while Abby was trying to wake up, or I guess trying to make Michael get up and do something, because he was on the ground and he got kicked in the face by William, which, by the way, William was wearing the suit and he went flying. Okay, he went fucking flying. It was like a Jason kill, but not really because he didn't die. Okay, I'm getting off topic. Anyways, Michael tells Abby to show the animatronics who the real villain here is or whatever, who really killed them or whatever. And she does that. She gets like a poster or something. She draws on the back of it, and she takes off a picture which was on the wall, which I guess was like convincing them. It was like a little shrine, I guess, basically convincing them that the yellow rabbit, which was Spring Bonnie, which was William Afton, was actually the good guy, but actually wasn't. So she switches out the picture for revealing who William Afton actually was, and in turn they of course tried to kill him. But of course the spring locks went off, and before he was dragged into the parts and services for presumably the animatronics to kill him, he says, "I always come back," which of course, if you played any of the games or know any of the lore, is something that he usually kind of says before he dies or some shit. So anyways, after all that happens, the fucking building starts crumbling and everything. They get out of there, including Vanny, which for some reason didn't die, but instead was hospitalized. And at the end credits, or at the ending, like the final shot was the ghost child of Freddy, or the ghost possessing Freddy, closes the door of where Springtrap or William Afton was, being locked behind, I guess, just there to rot. And yeah, that was a movie. Overall, I give it about an 8 or a 9 out of 10. It was pretty good. It kind of followed in line with the games, but of course, some changes. But I mean, yeah, overall it was pretty good. It really scared me, like a lot, because I'm a little baby bitch. And yeah, overall, I think it's an 8 out of 10. It was a pretty good movie, I guess. And yeah, I guess this is the end of the video. So yeah, overall movie 8 out of 10 for me, in my opinion, of course. Also, yeah, there were spoilers in this, but I mean, wait, did I say spoilers? Whatever. Pretty sure they already know from the title, anyways. Anyways, yeah, basically, this is the end. Goodbye.